Ed Sheeran, old phone. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a good episode for you today because we have Ed Sheeran once again. I pray to God, I thank God on this day that Ed Sheeran dropped an English title song. The last song, he made me put in the work, guys. I had to look up the translator. I had to look up how to pronounce this word. I had to do a lot, all right? So I'm very grateful that this song is called Old Phone, guys. That's the song we got today. Apparently, Ed Sheeran has, announced that he's dropping an album, but this album's not dropping anytime soon. It's all the way till September. So, holy shit, get ready. I guess it'll be fall time when Ed Sheeran drops. But, let's just get into this song, guys. Starting off with this instrumental. Now, look, I'm just going to be completely real with y'all. This instrumental is basic as it gets. This is the pop formula of basicness. This shit's like if I walked into a Taco Bell and the fucking order was just alright. It wasn't that good. That's what this instrumental feels like. It's okay. It has moments that I do enjoy, but guys, I would rather eat a chicken pot pie. I would rather, maybe jump off a cliff. Maybe do anything else than, listen to a really simple guitar loop instrumental. Now, look, it's not guitar loop instrumental, and that's just kind of it. There is some elements that I do enjoy. Guys, the instrumental does pause throughout the track a little bit, which is pretty enjoyable, I guess you could say. But, I'll just be real, guys. This production is just kind of whatever. I do like the background vocals that really try to help out. And they really get their more say as the track goes on. But to be real with you, there's no switch-ups with the guitar. There's no, a beat kicks in. The beat that does kick in, the drums are really low. And you don't really hear the drums that much throughout this track, which, is a little disappointing. I will say that. But not everything's the beat, guys. Not everything is the instrumental, I guess you could say. The lack of a fucking beat that's on this song. But let's move on and talk about Ed Sheeran's verse. I would say this. I don't know if you've heard Ed Sheeran really, express a lot of great feelings. Holy shit. We're getting some straight sadness from Ed Sheeran here. This guitar loop instrumental reminds me of like a Taylor Swift song. And it also reminds me of a Taylor Swift song because the sad lyrics start pouring in. Ed Sheeran's singing his heart out here. I do like that we get some vocal switch-ups. They come in. They sound really good. They get the job done. Nothing that vocally that I'm screaming that I enjoy. Nothing vocally that I'm kind of just... There's just nothing that I'm really getting at with this verse. It's just kind of plain, I guess you could say. There is moments where the vocals have better switch-ups. They really, rise with the beat. But, I'm just going to say this, guys. I think the first verse is okay. It gets the job done, and I like the lyrics. The lyrics are pretty good. But then we get to the hook, and this is where I really start enjoying the song because the hook comes in, and I think Ed Sheeran's vocals here were really good. They sound really good. Good flow. This hook is really good. I like how this hook, it has a more upbeat feeling, but there's a lot of sadness in the lyrics when you actually look into it about his friends, dying, about losing his family and all that type of stuff is throughout this track that's really baked in. So I like how these moments are really expressed throughout the most important part of the song is the hook, It's really rare these days that a pop song really focuses some of the main, sadness of the lyrics in the hook, We're going to say that for the first verse. We're going to say that for the second one. And also, too, we do get a bridge on this track. You do get a bridge on Old Phone, which is pretty good. And I do like the references, constantly trying to, connect each lyric with a phone, with whether that's, a charger, a cord, charging the phone. There's always relating back to the theme of the song, which is called Old Phone. And, hey, I've listened to so many tracks where the fucking title makes no goddamn sense and they don't even talk about the goddamn title. So, I mean, hey, Ed Sheeran goes fully into this old phone concept. I mean, so much so with the official visualizer or music video. I don't know what it is. So yeah, guys, overall, when we talk about this song, Ed Sheeran, Old Phone, the instrumental is pretty okay. It's kind of basic, but I do like the first verse. I like the lyrics. I like all that there. And then, I really do enjoy the fact that we're getting a lot more, realness out of Ed Sheeran. So, hopefully we get more of this emotion. We get more of this kind of passion on the album, because if the album has more of this, well, this can be, one of the better Ed Sheeran albums, which, I'll be real, guys, I've never listened to an Ed Sheeran album in my whole goddamn life, so that will definitely be an interesting experience when September rolls around. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give this track, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, guys. What do you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know, guys. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day, and we're fully back. We got a lot of reviews coming out this weekend and throughout the whole week. So make sure you follow up. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.